So you're out here thinking you've been trying to sell everything under the moon, trying all strategies, different type of methodologies when it comes to selling from different school of sorts of selling, and you're trying everything from Sandler to everything else, and you are like, maybe I just don't, selling is just not for me, and I should just outsource it. Now, it's cool. You can outsource your selling. I'm okay. I'm cool with that. But before you do that, I actually want to share with you what is the key to selling anything. And if you still feel like you want to outsource it, at least you will still get better at selling. If this is your first time stopping by here, I am Tanya. I'm a business coach, marketing strategist, and here I work with people of influence such as influencers, coaches, mentors, authors, speakers that want to amplify their marketing message to attract high paying and premium clients and opportunities so that they can build a business that they love and no longer need an escape from. So today I'm talking about what it takes to sell and what is the biggest secret that once you nail this, selling shouldn't be a problem. And the biggest thing that you should consider doing, and I've spoken about it I think sometime last year in my community. I'll leave the link to the community in the description box, and it is the concept of priming. Now, you'll be like, and your priming is kind of associated with something bad, but um, you gotta say this is something that they stole from. It's actually a psychological key, it's the psychological element, so this is probably why even it works in those situations. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, a lot of abusers actually prime their victims. So and we are going to be talking about the concept of priming and how you can use it ethically in your business. So, priming is essentially how you prep a prospect to the sale. So, how do you do that? You utilize content. You use content to prep a prospect for the sale. Now, now different things that you do when it comes to priming, and I can't go into it in this video. I actually teach it in my program, Easy Sales Blueprint, where I actually take you through consumer behavior and a number of other things that can help you sell with a lot more ease and get this land the sale. So priming is essentially, but let's get back to this. Priming is essentially you just prepping your prospect to the sale. And you do that by using content and actually by walking the prospect through a sales process a lot quicker. Now, do you have to have a long sales process? No. I mean, I have a client, Albert. He has an agency, and what we incorporated the priming factor in the sales process in a way that shortens the times the time span of the sales process, so it can literally take somebody from cold to hot within less than a month. So but we utilize priming in that. And I also took clients sometimes last year, and she went from selling, she didn't believe she could sell anything at $5,000, and when we incorporated that, she was like, oh ish, like I actually got on the call and asked the prospect, do you have any question? And the prospect had no questions because it had been handled prior to her getting on the sales call, and it was a lot easier for her to close the sale because there was no question. So she had primed a prospect for the close. So this is something that you want to be doing with your prospect in your business. Essentially, we all do prime. We all prime people every day. You prime your kids. If your kids don't like eating a certain things, you prime them to eating that. You prime your partner to a conversation. I mean, a lot of times, if you about to have an uncomfortable conversation with your partner, a lot of times, if you want him or her to be receptive, we have, I mean, I know I've been guilty of that, of prepping the dinner, like favorite meal and everything like that, and then so I can be, it can be receptive to what I'm going to say, and also even when you are about, I do this even with clients when I'm about to deliver bad news or I'm about to give them a little bit of constructive criticism. So I prime them for the criticism by first being nice and showing them and telling them all the good things about them, so that by the time that one lands, I can still then bring it around and they don't feel offended. And I think this is something that comes a lot more easily for women than for men, because it does require you to have a level of emotional intelligence, especially in business. So if you are struggling with that, that's something you are going to have to work on. And I work with that with clients, on that with clients in my program. So essentially, this is what you want to do. This is what it to take to sell anything to anybody. You just have to prime them for the sell. So if this is something that you would like assistance with, hit me up via the DMs on Instagram. I'll leave my details someplace here. And yeah, hit me up on IG, book a consultation. Let's have a conversation and see if we would be a fit and how we can help you. And also, don't forget to pick up your complimentary course in the description box, where I show you how to land 5 premium clients in the next 30 days completely free of charge. So you want to check that out. On those notes, thank you for stopping by. See you next time. Love you.